Hi everyone, thanks so much for coming through to this video. Today we're going to have a go at drawing this Santa. This is really good for using on the front of a Christmas card, a greetings card, or even just to fill in your sketchbook, or even for a decoration around your home for Christmas time, whatever you want. So I'm going to teach you how to draw it step by step. They come from the sheets here. I'm trying to show it zoomed in so you can't see the whole thing in one. These are printable sheets that you can get by being a member. It's only $2.99 a month, and you also get bonus videos over there showing you how to colour and paint them and make them come to life. There are some videos on normal YouTube for that, but I just do bonus ones for the membership as well. As I say, it's $2.99. The other thing is it also comes as a book. It's available on Amazon. The link is below, or it will be. And sorry, I'm just getting comfortable. And yeah, so you can buy the book as well if you prefer. So we're just going to get started. I don't want to hold you up too much. We've got pencils. It doesn't really matter which ones. I have an HB and a B. You can have a 2B or a 2H. I also do have liner pens that I use. I use a 03 and a 01. So a 03 to do most of the drawing, a 01 for the fine detail. I have a white gel pen handy just in case I want to go in and do any highlights if I've drawn something in that I wasn't too happy about. You'll need an eraser of some kind. You'll need a sharpener of some kind. You might want a ruler if you want to draw straight lines if that bothers you, but I try to draw them freehand. I just like the look and feel of a hand-drawn line in hand-drawn pictures. I'll just show you so far what we've been doing. This is what I call chameleon sketchbooks that I'm slowly putting together to sell as well. It's how I work with my sketchbooks. I make them up myself as I go along with what I want to do on different papers. They're all A5, so each tab is a different section. So these are the ones we've done on Christmas so far. A snowflake. Okay, those videos are available. There are more to do still, and in the other sections are the summer and the fairy theme sections, so it shows that you can fill in just by following my videos. You can fill in a whole sketchbook really quickly. So let's get started, shall we? Stop the talking. Right. First step. So we're going to go through these steps. I'll show you the steps first so you know what's coming. First step is just the hat, the beard, the face. Then we put in a little bit of detail just to show texture. Then we come in and do the outline of the body and the straps of the sack. Then the presents. And then we've got the final thing. Okay, and what we do at the end is I go over it in pen. I like to draw in pencil first, but then I like it to be drawn in pen as an illustration. Let's get started. Now, with this, imagine where you're going to have the top corner of your drawing. Okay, so start with the top corner. I'm going to just draw a little line to be the top of his hat. And then we're going to curl it round. And then we're kind of just going to wiggle it down. That's it. That's the top of his hat done. Then we're going to kind of draw another line like this towards what will be his bobble. Let's draw a big bobble in, shall we? You can see there just very faint lines. I've already drawn it for me because it's just difficult to concentrate and get it fully right for you whilst I'm talking and monitoring equipment and everything else behind the scenes. Because there's no one else here with me and I'm doing it all myself. So it's very easy to make mistakes, and I just want you to see it done properly. So I'm just drawing in basically a rectangle for his hat, but with a slight slant on that side, all right, because he's leaning that way. Now I'm going to draw in next to the end of his hat, his hair, just on that back bit there, okay? Now I'm going to do the beard next because that comes in, there's the hair. Then we've kind of got the top of the beard here, curling round, okay? And his nose will be around here somewhere. And we'll just draw some little lines there for the beard going back. Then we're going to curl it. We're just coming down until you feel ready to stop. I mean, for me, it helps because I've got the holes. I'm going to put it in my sketchbook after. I know that it goes just above and just below. The whole design does. So the placement is right in the middle of my piece of paper. There we go. And that's pretty much it for that. But we do have to put the face in. So I'm coming down. He's got no glasses on. Okay. The other picture I did, he had glasses on. And we're going to draw the nose in. So it is just coming down vertically like that. He's got, actually it comes out a bit more. He's got quite a rounded nose. And then just the back of his nose there, that's his nose in. And then we're going to do his eye here, and it's just like that curve, like that, and it curves up a bit. And he's poking his eyes, he's looking in this direction here, kind of almost straight ahead at us, but because his head is turned away, it means his eyes are in the corner. And then just drawing lines. I mean, literally just copy what you see in front of you. If you've got the printable and you've downloaded it, you'll be able to see. And so here I'm just doing little lines for his eyebrows. See that? I'm going to go over and do the other eye. Now this time, you know it's coming right from the corner, and it's kind of coming out. His eyelash is coming out a little bit. Okay. And underneath, we want to come round, but we only want the eye to be in this part. Remember, he's kind of looking over there. Yeah, he's kind of looking in that direction. Okay. We'll give him, again, a little line over there and some lashes. Didn't give him lashes on this side. Needs some lashes. Needs his eye to be a bit bigger on that side. That's it. And then we've got some eyebrows coming over this way. Again, just little lines to mark in eyebrows. And that's him done. And I think, actually, no, the nose is supposed to come right up to the beard. So maybe we'll just draw the beard up there. Better. Okay. So we've done step 1. Let's move on to step 2. And now it's just the detail part. And I see here, I've kind of, there's the beginning of the sack as well. Not the beginning of the sack, but where his back is, and it comes up like that. So we'll put that in there. Okay. So it's just a line coming up there, and it's the beginning of his back. Now here, we're going to have much bigger curls in now to show his beard. We're going to actually make it look really curly. And you can do them anyhow you like. So I was looking, but actually I don't really need to, because we're just drawing in little wiggly lines. Draw them about, draw some wiggly ones, then draw some curls. Remember, this isn't, well, I'm not doing realism here. These are quick sketches for your sketchbook to have some fun with, or to see, brain fog. Or to make Christmas cards out of. They're just illustration. We're not going for realism, we're just doing some fun. And so these lines give the impression of curls. And then he has got a mouth in there, so we're just drawing in that little smile. He looks quite cheeky, doesn't he? He's like, I'm up to trouble. Want to get his nose right, not happy with it yet. That's better. The bobble, we need to get some fur going on the bobble. The outline. I'm pressing hard so that you can see, but I would suggest not pressing too hard, because when you come to put the pen on, you want to be able to see the pen. You want the pen to be able to show up. You don't want it all pencil coming through. Okay, I think that's enough. That shows that it's fluffy. So next one. This is where we need to draw in the rest of the body. Okay, so eye here would start at the front. So it's just a line at the bottom. Then we've got 2 lines there. And then another 2 lines. Okay, so to start with, that's quite simple. And then here is his big sleeve. So I'm going to draw that in, because that's relatively easy to draw in first. And what you'll start to see is that when you start with these simple things and move on, rather than trying to draw something over here that isn't attached to anything else, what I'm doing is I'm drawing things in next to things I've already drawn, so I know that they're going to be in the right place. So coming out of here is his hand. We're just going to draw 2 lines like that. Believe it or not, that's enough to suggest that it's his hands, with a little line there and a little line there. Now what happens is we get the black sack tie there, and he's got a little finger under here, as you can see. But here I think is more of his hat. I'm not sure what that was. And then we're coming round the first black strap, and it's almost like straight across the page, but it's just up a bit and down a bit. The next one, up and down a bit. Okay, so we've got the 2 black straps in, and they basically lead into the bottom of the top of the sack. So there I'm drawing in a ripply line, and it comes around there, comes down, and another ripply line. So as you can see, as I go round, everything is leading into everything else. Now what I want to draw in is the back of his, well, this is his arm here. I want to draw in there where the sack's coming over his back. There's his arm. We're going to do another one there with a line over. We're going to do another one here with a line over. As you can see, that's showing his arm coming round and up. So then we put in these bits here that kind of help to describe. That's where it's all crumpled up in the corner of his arm. So now you can see the arm coming round. Now up here, we've just got some suggestions of movement as well in his clothes. So you can see that it's crumpling. Now here, for the bag, we just have lines because it's all squashed up. I'm going to have some curly ones here because this is where the top of the bag will be, and it's all curly again. And then we need to, I think we're done there. We can go on to the next level. Now I won't colour the strap in because when we use the black pen, I'll come in and colour the strap in then. Next level. Oh, we don't need both. There we go. So on the next level, we're going to draw in the rest of his back, which is up here. And we need to start drawing in some of the presents in the box. So from the middle, I'm going to draw a line, a gap, and then another line. You could draw the whole thing in, that's fine. But that's where I'm going to draw this big bow coming up here. It's like a flame. I'm going to draw that in and draw that as a box. Then I can draw the little label there, the little ribbon coming from here. A little square there where the ribbon is. Okay. Then down and around. So we're just drawing the ribbon on the present, and it doesn't really matter how you do it as long as it comes back to the center of that present. So that looks like there's a ribbon on it. And we're coming up here, we're just drawing another present. Now, to be honest, as long as you're drawing boxes with ribbons on, they're going to look like presents, so don't worry about it too much. This one is quite easy because we're going to just have curly bit with the straps coming off there and a little tag on it. Then we've got a really big one at the top. So it's a straight line out, create the top shape as well, come down at the sides, and we've got our box shape. Now this one is on view more than most of the others, so we're going to try and be extra careful with this. Now it's been drawn with little shapes to kind of emphasize a ribbon. Yeah, one of those ribbon bows. And that's all it is. It's little squares on top of each other because that's what the ribbon is. It's a long rectangle, isn't it? So it just creates that impression of like a rose, but from squares. And that's it. That's the presents done. It's just lots of line work, lots of squares with the ribbons on. But as I say, if you follow the step-by-step of the book, you want to do it line for line, then it will turn out exactly like this. So we are pretty much done. Now what we're going to do with our Santa is we are going to finalise him. And we're going to pop on, I'm going to use a 03 liner pen. Doesn't really matter what you've got, any black liner will do. I mean, you can do it in a different colour if you wanted to, it could be purple, doesn't really matter. But I'm going over everything now with a black liner just to make it pop. So it almost, like, you get to redraw it. So if you've made any mistakes or errors along the way and you think, oh, I'm not happy with that, as you go over it, adjust it with your pen, because then we'll rub out the pencil at the end. And I generally do like to start lining from the top to the bottom, because that way hopefully I don't miss anything out too much. Okay, now the bobble, lots of C's, and we'll come round. Okay, now with the eye features, I always like to go in with a fine liner, and I kind of just want to make sure those eyes are quite equal. They weren't a minute ago. Equally sort of spaced and on a level, that's better. And then I'm going to get the eyebrows coming in. Then we're going to draw the nose. I'm just going to draw these side hair bits with that thin liner, and then I'm going to come back with the thicker liner now just to do the rest of the beard, really. Oh, and his mouth. We mustn't forget his mouth. Although it's harder to see it once everything else is there, it is there. So we do want to see him smiling. He's a smiley chap, our Santa. So how is everybody anyway? Let's chit chat, even though you can't chat back. What are your plans for Christmas? Do you celebrate Christmas? If not, what do you do in December? Is it life as normal? I'm interested to know. Okay, so beard done. And you can see now, as I've done it in pen, how much more to life it comes. I love it. It just transforms it. Coming around here. As I say, I like to work from top to bottom. Everybody's different. There's no right or wrong. And some of the skills that I teach you may not be officially the way you should do things, but they're the way I do things. And we're all different, aren't we? And there's loads of different art teachers now on YouTube and TikTok and all places. And I've noticed everybody has their ways of doing things, and that's fine. Okay. I do find with the pen I get hand fatigue because I'm kind of going over and I'm pressing harder than I do with the pencil. And that does start to create a little bit of ouchy. So especially as I record quite a few of these videos in a row. That's okay. All I say there is just try not to hold your pen too tight or press too hard. I'm having to do it so you can see it's nice and clear, but you don't have to do that. Right, so we're going to do the straps now, and I'm moving the paper around because it's easier to draw in lines when I'm doing it vertically. So I'll just go in there, colour it in best we can. In fact, I really want to colour in with my liner pen because it's using all the ink. Let's just get an actual pen, colouring pen. I realise then that I think I'm going to run my ink out doing that. There we go. So that's that done, and we'll draw his hand coming around and his little thumb there, and then that looks like his hand's holding onto the strap. And we're going to come in, draw his fluffy hat, arm. I actually haven't done the decorations on his arm, so we can do that now as well. Go. Draw in the crumples of the elbow area. There are some more lines in there that I hadn't drawn, so that's why I like to go over it in pen, but also keep checking back at the picture because then you can see bits you've missed. Okay. And the top of the bag, like so. In the lines on the bag. Okay, and then here is just where shoulder is, so we're just going to draw some marks on there to show that there is fabric there. Draw the front of him, and then I think we are done. I am looking though, and I am seeing more kind of details that I haven't put in, and that's why I'm keeping looking. There's one thing I will say is with all drawings, observation. There's some lines there to show his cheek. There's some lines on his hat here as well. On the present, just gives it a little bit of detail by putting in those marks. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, we didn't put his glasses on in the end, did we? Let's do that in pencil first. Yeah. Get them in the right place. Kind of come over his nose a little bit. These always have to be the last thing you do because to make sure that's coming out enough. Yeah, and then across the nose. Perfect. So we'll go over that now with pen. I like that. And then we can show where the glasses are shiny by putting that detail on. That just gives it a little bit of extra detail. I think I might come in with my liner as well and just give him detail around the eyes. It is on the drawing and it's not necessary, but it's kind of just gives it a human feel. And just going over the eyebrows again and making them a bit kind of thicker and more furry. But I think that's it. That's everything now. Yeah, all done. So I hope you enjoyed that. Again, this is one of many. There are lots of other Christmas tutorials. You can check out the Christmas list. I'll probably pop the playlist on at some point at the end. Yeah, if you can subscribe, that'd be great. Please like, comment, and don't forget membership with all the downloadables and bonus videos is just £2.99 a month. I'd love to see you over there. Thanks, everyone.